Hello student, welcome to the next video of Business Studies class 12 and now we are on lesson 11 marketing management. So student, you remember in last video we already discussed about these 4 P's. So I'm again starting with this slide because now we are going to talk about the first P, that is product mix, and under product mix now we need to study about the branding, packaging and labeling one by one. So let's start with branding first. So the important components of product mix, that is branding. So it is the process of using a name, term, symbol or design individually or in some combination to identify a product. So what is this branding? Student, if you are brand conscious, you must be knowing the brand which you are consuming or purchasing, isn't it? Like most of you must be purchasing Nike shoes or Reebok. So these are the name of certain brands. By brand, one identify these product. So branding is a process of giving the name, symbol, design, or sometimes in combination of this to identify the or differentiate the product of one company with other, because by generic name like car, TV, one cannot distinguish their product from competitor. Means if there are suppose 100 cars, so how will you come to know that which car is of which brand or which is good or which is bad? So you can't distinguish. So for that, the name, brand name is required. Therefore, most marketer they gives name to their product which help in identifying and distinguish their product from the competitors. Okay, so like car is a generic name and BMW, Honda City is a brand name. So now student, let's study about the various terms related to brand, brand name, brand mark and trademark. Let's see what are these. So brand is the identification of a product. It can be in the form of name, symbol or design. Okay, so it can be either a single name or a symbol given to it or design or even the combination of all these things. This is a brand and we have already discussed it right now. So like suppose there is a car by the brand name of Honda City or Mercedes. Clear? Then comes your brand name, the part of brand which can be spoken. So we can also say that this that brand name is the verbal component of a brand, like which can be spoken, which you can speak out. Means saying you can't speak out, but it is a name given and you can it is a verbal component like Britannia, Mercedes Benz. So these are the spoken words. Then another part is brand mark, the part of a brand which cannot be spoken but can be recognized. So it is a sign which one can recognize, and this is a brand mark. It appears in the form of symbol, design, like star sign of Mercedes Benz. Means as soon as you see this sign, you recognize the product, and even you can also recognize that how costly or how cheap it is. Clear? Then comes your trademark, a part of brand which is given legal protection. Means the protection is given against its use by other firm. Therefore, the firm which got its brand registered gets the right of its use, and no other firm can use such name or mark. Clear? So this is all the 4 components or the various terms related to brand. Now let's see the qualities or the features of a good brand name. So what are the qualities a good brand name should have? It should be short and simple, easy to pronounce, suggestive, unique and distinctive, meaning in other language. So now let's see. The short and simple means brand name should be short and simple, like Dettol, Surf Excel. Means as you know that long and complicated names, they are difficult to recognize and remember for a longer period of time. Therefore, the name should be short and simple. Now easy to pronounce means brand name should be easy to pronounce, like difficult to pronounce, then the customer will hesitate to demand, isn't it? Like there are certain product like Hinge, so it is little bit difficult to pronounce, so might be the one who can't who are not able to pronounce them, they are not going to ask for that product. Then it should be suggestive, means it should suggest the utility of the product, like by the name Hajmola. What comes in your mind? That it has some digestive property, isn't it? Or there is like hair and care. What it comes in your mind by the name? It suggests care of your hair. So the name should be suggestive. Means by the name itself you can know that what is the work of that particular product. Then it should be unique and distinctive, means it should be very different, and one can identify it or differentiate with the other brands. Then meaning in other language, means before selecting the name, one should consider its meaning in the other language. Like, I will give you an example, like the brand name Nova. Nova is a name given to an ambassador car. So it, in Spanish, what does it means? You know, it means does not go. So can you imagine that a car which won't go? So what's the use of that car? So its name, the brand name should be such that its meaning in other language is also the same. It should not any name which is not of use. So what's the use of giving such name to your product, isn't it? So the name should be selected after considering the meaning in other languages also, and even the cultures. So this is the qualities or the features of a good brand name. Now let's see the advantages of brand name. So now student, the advantages of brand name from the point of view of marketer and customer. So what are the advantages of brand name from the point of view of marketer? It helps in product differentiation, helps in advertising, differential pricing, easy introduction of new product. And then for customer, helps in identification of product, ensures quality, and is a status symbol. So let's see from the point of view of marketer, it helps in product differentiation. It helps in distinguishing its product from that of its competitor. So with branding, what happens? The marketer, they can differentiate their product from the competitor's product. Means it is easy to distinguish. It ensures secured and controlled market for a product. Then it helps in advertising. With the brand name, advertising becomes more effective. Means as it not only makes people aware about the features of the product, but also about brand which can provide these benefits. Like if he has a brand image, means the company, if the company has its brand image, so they need not to go to each and every consumer or the customer and show them their product, and because because of having good brand name or good brand image, it helps in advertising their product. Then differential pricing helps a firm to charge different price for their product. Means differential price, like the price can be high or low, and one can the firm can charge high price or low price on depending on the its cost, the quality of the product. So it helps in differentiating the prices of for the product. Then it is easy in introduction of new product. The companies which use their company's name as brand name, it becomes easy for them to popularize new product it is planning to introduce. Means if suppose like if suppose I take the example of Samsung. So Samsung has first introduced TV. Okay, then everyone was aware of the brand Samsung, the name of the company. By the company name, they used to promote their product. So now the image of the company is very good. So now after the TV, they thought of introducing fridge, AC. So because it has good brand name, so it helped them, it make them easy for them to for the new product they are planning to introduce. Clear? Now from the point of view of customer, it helps in product identification, helps the customer in identifying the product. Means It helps the customer to select the product easily, as brand which is giving them satisfaction can be selected easily over the competitor product, isn't it? Then it ensures quality of the product. Brand name gives quality assurance, and customers, they buy branded goods with no doubts about the quality of the product, because once you have already used that particular product, like Nike shoes, if you have already wear the Nike shoes, then you are ensure about the quality of that particular product. Then is a status symbol. Brand becomes status symbol because of their quality, like Benz car, Mercedes Benz. So by this, the one who is driving this car, so others while seeing them, they can make that what means how rich the person is, isn't it? So it becomes a status symbol also. Use of branded goods adds to status symbol of the customer and adds to their confidence level also. So student, this is all about the branding, its advantages and different terms used in branding. So that's all for this video. Thank you. And please student, do like, share and subscribe the video, and in case of any doubt you can ask me through comment box. Thank you.